Hi guys, you're welcome to the ITK podcast. And on this podcast, we're going to be exploring ideas that matter, truth unsaid, knowledge that empower. And I have with me for this first episode a very special person. And before we go into introducing him or bringing him on board, my name is Akinshola Juliana, and I'll be your host on this podcast. So, like I said, I have a very special person with me, and his name is, drumroll, Victor. Hi Victor, how are you doing today?
Very, very fine. And you?
I'm okay, thank you for asking.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so how do you feel being on this podcast today?
I'm elated and happy to be here because I'm sure that by the end of this podcast, many minds will be renewed and many cogent information will be passed.
Amazing, I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that you are looking forward to that as well. So I'll allow Victor properly introduce himself. I don't want to start reading bio and all that, so let's have it.
My name is Victor and I am Fit Funded. I think it's good to start with that. I'm the general manager of Realty and Homes, a leading real estate company with the headquarters in Lagos State, Nigeria. And I am a convener of a faith movement called Faith Funded Life, talking about faith and lifestyle, basically. So let's just keep it short. I'm an economist as well.
Beautiful.
Let's not forget.
That's very beautiful. You do not add what you do for fun and all that.
For fun, I work.
You actually really look like a serious person. You hear in his intro, say, Everything is just very direct. But can we get into the business of the day?
Yeah.
All right, great. So you introduced yourself and said that you are the general manager of Realty and Homes, right?
Yes, please.
So today's topic is basically centered around how to make money with real estate without actually owning land or without flipping. So I think we'll just go straight into it and ask the first question. So what does it mean to earn money in real estate without actually owning property? Because I believe that the narrative around is that owning real estate is actually the means to earn money. I won't say the only means, because we've probably heard people say that there are other means to earn money while you're in real estate. But how do you think people can earn money? I might not have money to buy a land. I might not have money to buy a property. How can I earn money?
Well, this doesn't even go with real estate alone. For many businesses, you can make money from any business without necessarily having capital. Because for many people, they don't really understand that in the factors of production, capital is the third, not even the first, not the second. You have land, you have labor before you get to capital. So I needed to establish that fact before talking about this, because it doesn't only exist in real estate. So you can make money in real estate without having to own a land yourself. There is what we call affiliate. As much as many people wouldn't want to hear that word, because it seems like it's been bastardized in this part of the world. But affiliate is more than that business you did online where you're referring someone. Affiliate is just selling someone else's business, a business you trust, a business you can vouch for, a business or a product you understand. So you don't necessarily have to be a business owner before you sell a business or before you sell a product. You can sell a product without creating one. So you can make money from real estate without having one. If you have credible real estate companies, credible realtors you can sell for, or you can vouch for, you trust them, and you also would you must have done your due diligence, of course. You can validate their documents. So yeah, you can make money by selling another person's business or another person's land.
That's actually very solid. I think that the point you said, people have bastardized affiliate is actually very true, because when you hear affiliate marketing, you're always thinking of somebody referring somebody to somebody, and all that. So it's actually very good. Thank you very much for that power introduction to the question, right? And so you said something about trusting people, due diligence and all that. So if I am to launch into that space, what are the things you would advise that I do?
That's a very deep question. Well, so talking about due diligence, the list is endless. Let me put it that way. The list is endless. However, there are prerequisites for if you're going to own a real estate company or if you're going to sell for any real estate company, there are prerequisites you should look out for. Just like we say, there are things that are undebatable. You know, you have red flags, something like that. So there are things that are there are things that are undebatable. For example, if you are going to see a company that will do well, you should have an idea about the forerunner. So by the forerunner, I mean the owner of the company, so the CEO, because every company is running someone's vision. Every company is running someone's dream.
Sure.
So if the CEO is a great visionary, that is where to start from. There are people that start companies or run companies just to usurp money or just to make profit, and within 2 years they are packed up. Do you understand? Because real estate can be very, very lucrative. Within few years you can make millions. You can even run billions of assets if you have the audience. So you need to pay attention to the visionary. Who is the owner of this company? Does he have the social credibility? Is he a person of integrity? Is he trusted in the society? Is he a role model to young people, or whether he is aged? I wouldn't know, depending on the demographic class he is. So you need to be able to do your research about the owner, the visionary, the founder, the CEO, whoever sits on the top board in that company. I mean, that's the first thing to do. Then secondly, you can start to look into the kind of projects they are doing, because for you to sell anything, you have to believe in it. There are people that believe in agricultural projects more than residential projects. So if you are more, if your heart is more geared towards agriculture, if that has been your desire or your dream over time, you can look for real estate companies that does that. That does agricultural projects and the likes. And the reason why I put that first before documents, because of course you have to validate their document, is because there is a confidence that comes from what you love to do. Like if life pushes you to something, it's different. But if you are doing what you really love to do, the confidence is always different. You can talk about it boldly, even beyond you were told. You would say things. Do you understand? So you need to look for real estate companies that does what you really want or what you believe in. Then you can start to talk about doing your diligence on their documents. Are they companies that just sell land for people without allocating them? There are real estate companies like that. They would sell land for years. You will beg and beg for your allocation. You wouldn't get any. And there are some you have to pay several bills just to get allocated, of which they wouldn't, inform the clients before the transaction. So all those things are diligences you have to settle before you partner with any real estate company, if at all you would love to.
That's very true. That's very, very
Remember I said the list is endless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we start to go over the remaining things, I'm sure we'll not live here today. Well, you mentioned agriculture, and I feel like for Nigeria, agriculture has always been our major point of income, but for some time it's sort of been ignored, right? So what do you think about people who want to now go back into that phase of milking the agricultural sector?
Well, Nigeria is so blessed with large expanse of arable lands, and to not even my surprise, unfortunately we are not even utilizing up to 30% of Nigeria's arable land. Over 40 years now, Nigeria has been largely dependent on crude oil, and we have seen large decline in our agricultural sector. So what that tells us is we have resources that we are not utilizing. We have advantage, yet we are in disadvantage. So it calls for attention, it calls for action, it calls for considerable focus in that sector. So for those that are interested in the agricultural part of real estate, because why is even real estate? Is because of course land is involved. So agriculture can be separated from real estate because we have agricultural sector on its own, and we now have real estate sector in Nigeria's budget. So if anyone is interested in going into agriculture, you can do it as a farmer or you do it as a realtor, depending on which side of the business you want to exist, because in every business there are businesses.
Absolutely. And that's why we have entrepreneurs.
Exactly. In every, I think Dr. Lumide Emmanuel said something. He said in every business you can have at least 16 businesses, if you think about it. So a farmer that is not geared towards real estate would only be doing his farming. But someone that has an understanding of real estate can be a farmer and still be a realtor. Do you understand? So there are several good thing is that there are several real estate companies now coming up, and they are also plunging into agriculture. So it's a good thing. It's the focus is increasing now, and the attention is also increasing. So it's a good one if anyone is interested in that. And well, don't let me advertise. Maybe Go Retail is also largely invested in agriculture. So yeah, you can partner with us on that.
Okay, that's great. So do you think the high cost of food in the market currently is as a result of us not really focusing on the agricultural sector?
Nigeria is plagued with so many problems, sadly.
I don't think we want to open the Nigeria book here though.
Yeah. However, if you are going to look at direct causative agents, right, we would also be talking about food production. Low food production, lack of food security. These are major issues that directly affect cost of food. And you'd also agree with me that many of the things we consume as Nigerians are largely imported.
Absolutely.
We have few things that we produce here, and so some of them are not even our major consumption. For example, now if we'll be truthful with ourselves, we consume, well, maybe it could vary in other places, but that I know of, rice is the most consumed food.
Sure.
But most of this rice are imported, even the ones we claim to produce here. Let's not talk about that.
Exactly.
You will not even buy it because the way it's being processed. So we don't even, our indigenous products, we don't even place value. You would literally see the lack of excellence in things produced within Nigeria. So even Nigerians don't trust our indigenous stuff. So
I think it's
a big problem. And we, amongst all other things that could also be responsible for that, because we cannot rule out inflation. That's imported inflation. Don't let us talk about that.
We don't want to go there. True.
So yeah, lack of adequate food production, food supply, and also food security. Storage is also a problem. Sure. It's a big problem. And if you'd see that the federal government, or let me say the state government, or even individuals, we need to start looking into building storehouses for our food, storage facilities for our food. I think I saw one around Ekpe sometime when I went to Ekpe. Government needs to start investing in food storage facilities and also processing facilities.
Absolutely.
To be just like the one Buhari commissioned in Ikorodu sometime, I think about 3-4 years back. Yeah, 4 years back. So yeah, we need to start looking into that, and possibly, I believe with beyond doubt that we'll do better in our food production if we look into those things.
That's great. I look forward to the time where food is as cheap as it used to be.
Hopefully.
Let's just put it that way. So there's this misconception about real estate, and it's being said that, oh, real estate is probably just residential, just renting houses or renting apartments and all of, because when you hear real estate agent, most people just think, oh, the agent that will help you find house and all that. So there is that misconception in people where people are not even thinking of real estate as being agriculture, as being commercial, and even other types. Exactly. So what do you have to say about that?
In Nigerian law, they say, I don't know if it's only Nigerian law, they say there's no ignorance in law. However, you really cannot prosecute people for what they do not know. So there is a large knowledge gap in our society. Not even only about real estate now. Nigerians are known for ignorance in many things. You find someone argue about a thing and he has not even done any research on that subject matter. It's just based on what he heard from someone, and he will boastfully talk about it it was there.
There's the level of confidence.
So we are very, very confident in our ignorance, and it's a major concern, because if at all we would make progress, there has to be a breach of that gap. Not a breach. I think we need to breach rather. Bridge is the word. We need to breach that gap, the knowledge gap. So real estate is very vast, very, very vast, and is one of the we have different asset classes. One of the asset class we deem fit to call real asset. I mean, there are many school of thoughts that have actually propounded different things as to why it's called real, but most importantly, one common thing they all mention is that it is tangible.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it is tangible, and the value is appreciable. So that's why it's called real asset. So it is very vast. Goes beyond anything that is on land, basically. Anything that is on land is real estate.
So far, the land factor is there.
Yeah, anything that is on land is real estate, and I think this that I mentioned can also be vetted. I'm not laying a claim to that statement, but it can be vetted. Anything on land is real estate.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So guys, like you said, the misconceptions are quite a number, and that is why we are bringing to you knowledge that empowers through the ITK podcast. And so we're going to go on a short break, and when we get back, we're going to be concluding this session. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and see you soon.
When we get back,
I wanted
We'll get back. No, she don't talk about
Oh, you're caught. So I wanted to hear
too sharp.
Alright guys, welcome back to the ITK podcast. I hope you're having an amazing time, because I am having an amazing time. But let's find out from Victor if he is having an amazing time.
Well, I've been having an amazing time. It's your time at that.
Alright, great, beautiful. So we'll get into it. What if I don't know how to sell to people? What if I can't be an affiliate marketer? What if I don't know how to talk to people about certain things or about a product? What other way can I make money through real estate?
Just go home and sleep. I'm sorry, I mean, as funny as it sounds, that's the truth. If you cannot sell, then you don't deserve to spend. It's just what it is. In life, everyone has got to sell something to make money. Whether you are selling knowledge or a product or a service, you have to sell something. Do you get? So the question should not be that if you cannot sell, how else do you make money? Should be that if you cannot probably sell the traditional way, how else can you sell?
Oh, beautiful. Let's dive into that.
Because you have to sell.
So how else?
So you may not have to necessarily do the marketing the traditional way, like you meet people at the mall, give them flyers and all that. One rule of selling that has proven to be very, very productive is to start from your immediate environment. Talk to your friends, those people, especially those people you think don't have money.
Because I was going to say, what about target audience?
Many of us we weigh our influence by our immediate environment. You hear people say things like, the people on my contact list don't even have money.
People are asking me for
money. So how do I sell to them? You are forgetting that you are not actually in contact with everybody on your contact list.
Absolutely.
There are people that you don't even have an idea of how much they have or how much they earn, and they are on your contact list. They have never asked you for 2K. Some have even asked you for 2K before, and stories have changed. Do you get? Life has happened positively to them. So you cannot weigh them based on that knowledge alone. And as a matter of fact, they also know people. Do you understand? They also know people. They also have friends that are not on your contact list. So it's important that you don't just rule out your immediate environment. And if all the people on your contact list are people that ask for Gen 2K, even you two, you have a problem. Do you get? Because I think it was Apostle Sema, sorry for bringing Apostle Sema up. He said something. He said, if there are 5 friends and 4 of them are foolish, you are the 5th one. Because why should you have only people that beg for money on your contact list? You should also work hard to
not
have
my fault.
quality relationship. No, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying it's your fault if that is all you
That's
have.
the case.
Do you understand? You have try and build quality relationship. Build relationship with people that have value. Because I expect that if you have value, you will attract valuable people.
Absolutely.
Do you understand? So that cannot be all that there is to your contact list. So don't assume, don't rule them out entirely or outrightly. Also try and put it out there. Your status is not just for memes. Many of you are just memes, Lord. Meme will not feed you.
Yeah.
I repeat, meme will not feed you. I know there are influencers that thrive upon this platform of making people to laugh via memes. You know, they get ambassadorial deals and all that. But if that is not your lifestyle, if you are not an influencer, influence your life first. Okay? Influence your life first. Put out quality things. I cannot come to you or get your number today as a person that I am right now. Get your number today, and the things I'm seeing on your status, some of you don't even have good profile picture. It starts from there. The things I'm seeing on your status are memes and all that. I won't take you serious. I will just, by the way, thank God for WhatsApp. You can block status. I will just block you. I will never see your status again until you come attention to it. So we need to pay attention to our immediate first. Because if your family, your friends cannot believe you, it will be very difficult for an outsider to believe you. So if I cannot buy your trust, being my friend, I mean, this is a business of trust. If I cannot buy your trust, being my friend, how do I want to convince someone that has not known my father or my mother or anyone around me? So it's important that we build ourselves to that level where we can literally influence our immediate environment, and from there we can make progress.
That's solid. So what you just said leads me to the question about personal branding and skills that I would need if I am to go into the real estate business. So what do you suggest on personal branding as a realtor or as somebody who is just launching into the space?
Well, the conversation around brand, I am not a brand expert. Yeah, so I need to give that disclaimer first of all. However, I mean, I also manage a business, so I understand the intricacies. Personal branding, one thing, personally for me, this is my opinion now, one thing I think should be held in high esteem if you are building anything that you expect to last the test of time, whether personal or business, is integrity. You never get a second chance for a first impression.
True.
The message you passed to me on my first encounter with you will remain.
True.
So you should be very, very conscious and cautious of everything you put out, whether you are consciously building a brand or not, because one day you will become a brand. I hope that you grow.
People will charge you for something.
So people would, those things you have posted, you think has gone
After 24 hours.
Oh my God, the media never forget. Internet never forget. Whether there is encryption or not, they will bring it out. You would see it. So if you have proven to over time you have not, your antiquities have not been something to write home about, it will affect your brand. So in all your doings, whether you are building, I repeat, whether you are consciously building a brand or not, put out things that make for good morals, put out things that makes for integrity, put out things that in 10 years to come, when people remember what you posted, they will still relate with you as a good person. I know you may have changed, or I know you would change after 10 years, but I'm saying even what you are posting now, things you are putting out now, things you are talking about now, topics you are engaging in now, places you are visiting, is very important for the future sake. So that's one thing I would love to talk about in that regard. Being a person of integrity, putting out quality substance out on the media.
Great. So the latter part of the question I asked earlier was, what skills do you think I would require if I were to go into the real estate space? Soft or hard skills?
Personally, I do not know anything about hard skills. I've not heard it before, but I know there are soft skills. Right. So if by guessing, the hard skills like opposite of soft skills, right? Everyone needs soft skills. Let me start from there. Everyone needs soft skills. So soft skills involve communication, I believe. Yeah. Emotional intelligence. Those are soft skills. So every human on the face of the earth, if we all have soft skills, we have less problems. Honestly, we have less problems. We have less conflicts. So everyone needs soft skills in your business, in your personal day-to-day life. You need soft skills, but hard skills. I really do not think you need necessarily hard skills to sell. You need more of soft skills to sell. Good communication, knowledge, that's research. That's a soft skill. Researching about products and all that. So you need more of. Also, I think appearance is also a skill. How you dress. So if they learn about that, go and learn about it. So those are soft skills. How you speak, how you introduce yourself. Yeah, presentation. How you present or how you deliver a colloquium or whatever it is. So like I was saying, you need more of soft skills than hard skills. Hard skills, you don't have to be a graphic designer. You can pay someone to do that for you, and if you cannot pay, fine. The company you're working for, if you're partnering, the company you're working for would have a designer. So they will have flyers, they will create one. You share the flyer. So you need more soft skills. Pay more attention to soft skills than hard skills.
Okay, that's great. So I'm about to ask a very tricky question.
I love
but before I go into that, do you think many people go into the real estate industry as a side hustle?
Is this the tricky?
No, the trick question is coming afterwards. I want to hear your opinion about this first.
By population, I would say yes.
Okay.
See, if we are talking about people, we have different kinds of people, and by the virtue of knowledge, actions are different, and also receptiveness will be different. So I could come to you, walk up to you, and tell you about real estate. If you don't have knowledge about it, the way you will receive it will be different from someone that has knowledge. So if I see that you don't believe in real estate, but you love money, I can share the idea of affiliate marketing. Do you understand? So by the virtue of numbers, we have many people that goes into real estate for the sake of the money. I think I'm still within the bounds of your question.
I was even going to go into that. That many people actually launch into this space.
Go into it for
side hustle related
for
as
side
money.
hustle purposes. Just let me sell and make commission. You know.
Sure.
In our company, we have almost 1,000 salespeople. Do you get? Imagine the number. But many of them do not even have a plot. Do you understand? No matter how much they make, we have paid. In the last 7 months, we have paid over 30 million naira in commission. Many of these guys don't even think about buying land, but they sell lands to people. They sell the idea, they sell the future idea to people, but they don't believe in it. So different people with different knowledge, and I think that's why even that's more of the reason why this conversation is very important, because you should not be making money from something and you don't even believe in it. Whatever you're sourcing your funds from, you should also be investing back in it. Because if you are telling me that this thing can transform my life, and even you are not putting your money
life
in there,
not being transformed.
So what are we talking about? So it looks as though the people who call old money, they are the ones that really, well, don't let us go there. But there are people that invest in real estate for the future. And at the end of the day, you find out that people that are wealthy have this future mindset about whatever they are investing in. Real estate just being one of them. So it's important that we also carry that, we embody that mindset, not just taking money from real estate, put money into real estate so that I can take more. The reason why those guys are not investing in real estate is because they are short-sighted. They just need that immediate money. That's why it's called side hustle. So that you can use it to meet your immediate needs apart from your major income. So as much as you are making side hustle, you are making side income from real estate, ensure that you're also investing in it for the future. There's so much to earn. You get, there's so much to earn.
Even in ownership
than selling for another person. So I hope I answered the question.
I really feel like even the question I was about to ask, you already answered everything as a whole.
How about the tricky one?
You have answered everything as a whole, like you already read my mind.
Can you ask the tricky one? There could be another answer for it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You already answered it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for staying through this episode. We really appreciate your time and we hope that you've been able to learn one or two things. On this episode, we were able to explore how you can make money through real estate without actually owning one. But one important thing that Aro Victor said when it was ending was that as much as you're earning money without owning, it is important that you also own something for yourself. So Victor, do you have any parting words?
Well, the words have been said, and I'm parting with myself. The parting word, if you are interested in real estate and you probably want to invest, you want to own one for yourself, or just like she asked, side income or side hustle, you can reach out to me via Instagram or LinkedIn. Somewhere on this video, I have to put my handle. Well, for Instagram, it's Vicky VHICKY_pen on Instagram, and on LinkedIn, Aro Victor. Just search for it.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate your presence on the ITK podcast.
Pleasure is mine.
So, guys, you have heard it all. You can't make money without owning real estate, but it is important that you also own something for your own self. Okay, guys, so watch out for the next episode and we'll be exploring a very, very interesting topic. Till then, bye.